Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser's Express Lane, where we get you now as best possible. Week 4 is over. So many teams are 2-2 now that I think I'll do the power rankings and then discuss which of the 2-2 teams are still contenders and which ones should just call it a season. Yeah, I like that idea. Anyways, start for number 1. Again. Another win for the Patriots. Again. They finally struggled though. It's like, yes, they might be mortal. But it was against the 3-0 Bills. It's not like they were struggling against the Dolphins or the Lions. Unless injury hits them with a bunch of yikes, I don't see them losing the number 1 spot. Oh, speaking of struggling against the Lions, number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. They win again, but unlike the Patriots, they struggled against the Lions. The Lions almost beat them. That is just sad. The Chiefs seem to have played down to the opponent, something the Patriots just don't do. As is a sign of things to come, will other teams be watching the Lions game going, alright, so when they did this formation, the Lions did that, and they were able to stop them for only 18 yards instead of 27 yards like you normally get. Now the only undefeated team left that is 4-0, not 3-0, because the 49ers had a bye week. Who do we put in it for 3-1? You know what? I think I'll go with the Bills. Sorry, but so far they've only lost to the freaking Patriots. With injury to the QB, however, from what I've heard, he's okay and should be back next week. Have to wait and see what the Bills do. But so far, they seem to have a well-rounded team. Good defense, okay offense. Except for the Patriots, they could have been the biggest threat in the AFC East. But the Patriots are there. Just saying. Poor the Bills. Wrong division. Now, since they're also 3-1, I have to say, even with their first loss on the season, the Rams get this spot at number 4. No defense was played the entire game for some reason. Is this a case of playing down like the Chiefs did? Or is it a warning sign of things to come? Have to wait and see. Number 5, huge surprise for me at 3-1, the Saints. Since Teddy Bridgewater took over, they have now gone 2-1. His first game back, he lost. Alright, that can be attributed to rust and lack of playtime. Now, yikes. They stopped Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. Dak literally didn't have an incomplete pass until the third quarter. Yet the Saints still won. Give Teddy Bridgewater a couple more weeks, and he might look like the starter he was back in Minnesota before his injury. Just a time for Drew Brees to come in. Now, my question is, let's say Teddy Bridgewater keeps doing well. Do you bench him as soon as Drew Brees is healthy? Or do you go like, yeah, you're healthy, Drew Brees, but we're going to keep you out another week or two, just in case. Because I don't know if you want to put, like, oh, he's healthy, throw him out there, and now he's hurt again. Like, no, wait, we got a cushion here. We'll give you another week or two to heal up, just in case. But Drew Brees obviously wants to play. It's Drew Brees, he wants to play. Just saying. Now, for number 6, a toss-up here between the Bears and the Cowboys. The Cowboys lose in a very close game that saw Dak have great stats. The defense held Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas to 0 TDs. But no run game. The Bears stopped the Vikings offense, but lost the starter QB. Yet they don't need him, with Khalil Mack out there, so number 6 goes to the Bears. Part of their win is because the Vikings offensive coordinator came out this year and said, we paid the quarterback $84 million to hand off the ball to Dalvin Cook. Knowing this, why worry about the pass? Just have Khalil Mack get 3 forced fumbles, even with being double-teamed every single play. I don't know why the Vikings offensive coordinator went out to the public and said, hi, we paid the quarterback $84 million to hand the ball off. We will not be throwing the ball ever. Whether it's 1st and 10 or 4th and 13, we will not be throwing the ball. We will be handing the ball off every single play. Stupid. Now at number 7, the Cowboys. They faced the breezeless, I like that, anyways, Saints, but allowed 0 touchdowns in the game. Of course, this is also the first team they faced with a winning record. I think Jerry Jones will put this team back into shape, though. It's not like, oh, they finally placed a team with a winning record and lost, 3-27. No. It was a very close game. So, no warning bells yet, but keep an eye on them. Now at number 8, undefeated at 3-0 instead of 4-0, the 49ers. An early bye week has its pros and cons. Pros, obviously early injuries can heal, an extra week of practice with the team, so forth. But the con is that down the line, say you need an extra week for week... Oh, he's hurt week 12. Give him a couple weeks. Well, we got a divisional rival week 13. Looks like you're screwed. Just saying. Also, after struggling to beat the Steelers this last week, I have my concerns for them. But again, extra week of rest, week to heal up, week to practice. Might come back better than ever before. Now number 9, back to 3-1 teams. The Packers finally go home game with 0 blown calls in their favor and lose. The guy from the Eagles damn near killed another guy and yet somehow wasn't thrown out. Heard of no fines yet. But damn, they better find that guy. Like, he was going right for the head. So, anyways, without the refs, the Packers lose. Will this trend continue? Next week they have the Cowboys. And you know Jerry Jones won't sit back and go, yeah, we won the game, but because of blown calls we lost. No, he is not going to let that happen. So expect to see the Packers lose again. Now, of course, I'll have to eat crow if they actually win. And not just win, but win like legitimately with no blown calls and all that. If they actually win, they'll go from 9 to 7 or 6 real quick. Now, number 10, the last of the 3-1 teams, the Seahawks. Doing better than I thought after giving Wilson all the money. Because the outside issue there is, alright, Russell Wilson has all the money. Who else do we pay? No one. He has all the money. Well, I guess we just have other players out there just put Russell Wilson on offense and defense. But they have the Rams and the 49ers in the same division. If they were in the AFC South, they'd win the division. But NFC West, they might not even make it to the playoffs. Playoffs? That's right, already mentioned playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, now the 2-2 teams. I will set the power rankings this week at 10 so I can discuss the 2-2 situations, starting with my team, the Vikings. Why did they give Kirk Cousins $84 million just so he can hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook? We have Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, Kyle Rudolph, Dalvin Cook, and now running back they can actually catch the ball, unlike Adrian Peterson. Plus, we had BB got hurt. He might come back. Re-signed Treadwell. We got Josh Doctson off of waivers and all that. But we announced to our opponents that we will never throw the ball. Only run. Why have all this wide receiver talent just to never throw the ball? Especially when you're facing against the Bears. Throw the damn ball. Spread the defense out. Jet sweeps, flea flickers, anything to keep the defense from putting 8 men in the box. Not unlike your mom. Can they get better? Yes. Will they? They got the Giants on the 2-2 team. Will the offensive coordinator finally let the $84 million quarterback throw the ball? Have to wait and see. Now, since I've already mentioned them, the Giants. Barkley got hurt. Can he come back? Yeah. Will he in time to stay the season? Maybe. Daniel Jones is doing okay, but he definitely needs wide receiver help. The Cowboys are fake in their early season wins and not as good as they seem. Like once they actually start facing teams with winning records. Giants could leapfrog them after starting off terribly. Sorry, Eli, you're not coming back. Short of injury. Now, second to the NFC East, the Eagles. No Nick Foles, no way. Wentz will get hurt eventually, taking this team from a 11-5 record to 6-10, maybe 7-9. So, Eagle fans. Although I thank you for beating the Packers. Thank you guys for that. Now, let's go to the AFC West. The Raiders have 2 more wins than expected already, but lost a player to suspension. About damn time too, since he's known for headhunting. But with the Chiefs there, they can't win the... I'm sorry, but they cannot win the West. They just can't. The West are going to be won by the Chiefs. And with the Bills and the Ravens/Browns, they can't even get a wild card. Sorry, guys. Same with the Chargers. Every year, people think, this is it. This is their year. This is the year that Phillip Rivers goes out and... Oh, hey. Tom Brady has more Super Bowl wins than the Chargers have playoff wins with Phillip Rivers. Just saying. I want to go north, but we'll go south first. The cluster, beep, that is the AFC South. Every team is 2-2. Every week, 2 teams look like Super Bowl champs, while the other 2 look like trash. Only to change it up the next week. One week, the Titans are putting up 80 points and 0 points allowed. Next week, yay, we got a first down. Dude, the game ended like 20 minutes ago. That's just your practice squad out there. But every team in the AFC South's like that. Every single team in the AFC South, 1 week puts up 1,000 points and 0 yards allowed against the opponent, and then next week, like, yay, the game's over. Finally, we might be able to walk on the field without getting humiliated. Just how? But this could actually make the division the most exciting to be watched. Just because it could be won by a 7-9 team, a la the Seahawks. Or eventually one of the teams, like, I'm going to guess the Texans step up and go, or no, actually, I'm going to go with the Jags. I think the Jags step it up this year. They had a couple off weeks, but I think they set up this year and be like, all right, we're going 10-6, 11-5, while the rest of the division goes 7-9, 8-8, 9-7. Have to wait and see, though. But now, let's go to the AFC North. The AFC North has the Browns and the Ravens. First 2 weeks, the Ravens were on fire. Now, I wouldn't say they're a dumpster fire, but they need to start worrying. Losing to the Chiefs is a big deal. The Browns, well, the Browns are like the AFC South, where 1 week they could be an all-star team and just put up 1,000 points, and then the next week they can't beat a high school team. With the divisional win, though, it boosted Browns in the playoff odds, and wins coming up against the Bungles, 2 there, 2 against Steelers. The last game, I feel, for this division, the AFC North, is going to be decided by the last game between the Ravens and the Browns. If the Browns win it, they win the North. If they lose it, God. How do they decide that? If both teams end up 12-4, and they split the division wins against each other, how do they decide that? I'd have to look that up. But it could definitely come down to that easily for the AFC North. Now let's go back to the NFC South. The Panthers and the Buccaneers saw Drew Brees go down with injury and went meh. Cam is out. New guys will be doing pretty well. Buccaneers just beat the Rams with a ton of touchdowns. How come they don't play like that every game? Winston probably just saved his spot for now. But with the way Teddy Bridgewater and the Saints have been playing, they keep lasting like that. Drew Brees comes back. I don't see them getting over the hump and dropping the Saints from the winning division either. And now, technically not 2-2, they're 2-1-1, the Lions. This team can be up 16 points with 3 minutes to go, no timeouts on either team, and lose. They're the only reason the Cards won't go 0-16 this year. They were beating the Chiefs. They said, yeah, we don't really want to win this. Although seeing replays, slowed down and all that in pictures, the rest blew a couple calls, like the one fumble return for a touchdown. That was a blown call. So is this a case of the Lions pulled the Lions and just lost because snatching defeat from the jaws of victory is just what they do? Or did the rest decide before the game was going that who was going to win? This is why, once again, we need to eliminate the refs. We need to make sure that if a team wins or loses, it's because they won or lost. Not because the refs or someone up in a booth or some faithless entity in New York went, screw them. We want that team to win, not this one. I'm going to end the rant there because we've heard me the past couple weeks rant about refs blowing everything. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you next week because, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day. Oh, hey, that made it really small for some reason. Let's make that bigger. Yeah, we're doing this live. Thank you guys for watching.